Wonderful Thursday. I'm back from New Orleans, back from the concert. It was so much fun. So I hope you had a wonderful Halloween as well. I had a great time. So Halloween is over, and now you might think we moved directly into Christmas, but I am a firm believer in holding space for Thanksgiving. So I have a fun little Thanksgiving project for you today. Since Thanksgiving is a little bit later this month, we still have time to make some cute little beaded turkeys. I think these are adorable. I used Superduo beads for the turkey feathers. Originally, I did this project with multiple colors of Superduo beads. I'm going to use just one color today. I think it looks just as good with just one color. You could do it either way. I've got examples for both. So we're going to make some cute little Thanksgiving Day turkeys. They make cute earrings. I think they would make really cute wine charms. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can see your comments coming in. Hello, Eric. Ruth, hi. Hello, Julie from St. Louis. Hey, y'all. Hi, Anteater Diane. Hello. Yay, all of our Beady buddies are here. Marianne, hello. Good to see you. Thank you guys for leaving your comments and hearts. So if you are watching at artbeats.com/live, I will be able to see your comments and interact with you live. And you'll also be able to shop the show as you watch. So if you head on over to artbeats.com/live, not only will you be able to comment and send all those wonderful hearts, thank you guys, you'll also be able to shop. So you'll see the items that I'm talking about pop up on the screen. You can hit or click those, add them to your cart. I won't go away. You'll be able to shop while I'm showing you this fun little technique for making turkeys today. Yay, Deb, hello. Can't wait for this gobble gobble. Yep, we are having a little turkey day early today. So you can learn how to make these, get all the supplies ahead of time, and have a fun little, you can do this on Thanksgiving, you can do it before Thanksgiving. I think it would be a good little thing to do while you're waiting for your turkey to cook, or while you're watching football, whatever your Thanksgiving traditions are. You could totally whip out a couple little turkeys for your dinner guests. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, I'm back from all my travels, and had a really good time, but I'm happy to be back. What's funny is everywhere I went was so warm. Like, I went to Europe, it was in the 80s, high 70s, low 80s, everywhere I went there. Went to New Orleans, it was in the 80s there. So now I'm finally getting fall, winter weather now that I'm back in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm so happy about it. So yay. So I've got my turtleneck on. It's sweater weather here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm happy about it. So so thank you guys. Yes, vegetarian turkey. They're vegetarian turkeys. They're vegan. No turkeys were harmed in the making of these cute little turkeys. So we're making beaded turkeys here today. So thank you guys so much for joining me. It's gonna be fun. Hello, Tina from rainy South Carolina, but it's warm. Oh, I bet. So really wonderful. Let's see. Oh yeah, the winner of the Beadtober. Yeah, I've got to pick them, and then we'll send out a gift card. I've been distracted since coming back, so I will pick that winner today, actually. Thank you for reminding me. Kat from snowy Colorado, hello, thank you, and good morning, everyone. Yay. So thank you guys so much for your comments. Again, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can head over to artbeats.com/live, and you'll be able to leave comments as well, and you'll be able to shop while you watch. It is cold in Washington. It was foggy this morning, really fun, and nice and chilly, which I'm happy about. Okay, let's flip the camera around and start making some cute little turkeys for Thanksgiving. It'll be really fun. All right, there we go. Okay, so these are the little turkeys that we are making today. They are so cute. So it's just Superduos, seed beads, an 8mm round bead, and a 6mm round bead in the colors of your choice. Now these I made into pairs of earrings. Super cute, but I was thinking these would make good little wine charms too. And for this one, I used different colors of Superduos, and then I redid them in just one color of Superduo. I might actually like this a little bit better. I like these colors. I think they're both cute, but these colors just really look harvest and fall to me, and I used a little fire polished bead for the face, which I actually really like too. So I don't know. It's fun kind of experimenting with different Superduo and seed bead colors. Yeah, or a keychain for your bag. That's a great idea. This would make an excellent little keychain. You could make it a necklace, maybe a little bracelet charm. That would be cute too. Like there's all kinds of different things you could do with this little turkey. I love them. I love them too. I also wanted to point out I've got this lovely craft bumper bead mat. I love it so much. So the colors for the body and head in the original, we do have a project page for these. It's called Turkey Day on the artbeads.com website. I did list some of the original Superduo colors that I used in this show for the original project. Some are out of stock right now, but we do still have those orange and gold colors available. And this brown color that I'm using today is really similar to the brown color that I used before. So I do have those listed in the show. And then this, I think this was a Swarovski pearl in vintage gold or bright gold. And then this is a check glass bead, which is same as this 8mm bead that I have here. So this is a suede gold 8mm check glass round bead that I have here today, and then I have 6mm fire polished bead in that saturated pumpkin color. So pretty. And then I'm using 11O round seed beads in this lovely orange color. It is a matte galvanized saffron. So pretty. You could also use a color like this. I think that color would be really nice, especially for the loop at the top. And then I've got 2 whole Superduo beads in a copper rose polychrome color. So really nice and lovely. I've got some 1G thread in purple and my trusty tulip scissors and a beading needle, which is all listed. If you're watching at artbeads.com/live, they're all listed. Click or hit that shopping bag and you'll see everything that I'm talking about here today. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting some thread. I like to do 2 to 3 feet for a bead weaving project. So let's do that. Okay, we'll cut that and then get started. Thread our needle on there, which is sometimes the hardest part in a beading project, is threading the needle on camera, but I've gotten pretty good at it. I say as I struggle. There we go. Yes, that is attached. Woohoo! Okay. Mary's so cute. Anteater Diane is in the house. All right, so we are going to add our 8mm bead to our thread, and I'm going to make sure I have a 4 to 6 inch tail, and then I'm going to loop back around through that bead, and then I'm going to pull that tight and do that again. So I have 2 strands of thread on one half of the bead, and then we're going to do it on the other side. Excuse me. Okay, so we have 2 side strands there, and then I'm going to loop around from this side and do the same thing on the other half of the bead. There we go. Just like that. So we've got this nice frame going around our bead, and now we're going to add a little brick stitch frame around this bead here. So I'm going to pick up 2 orange seed beads. Let's get that to focus. There we go. And then I'm going to come under this thread on one half of the bead there, just like that. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so my voice is a little more scratchy than usual. So we've got those 2 beads. My thread is coming out from under that little thread frame we added at the beginning. I'm going to come back up through the last bead here. And that's going to kind of start off our little brick stitch frame around the edge of the bead. So we're going to continue that by adding one seed bead at a time, going under that thread frame there, pulling tight, and coming up through the seed bead again. So we're just going to do that all the way around the 8mm bead. So we're just going to keep going all the way around. You guys are having good chats in the comments, I see. Again, if you haven't already, head on over to artbeads.com/live to watch, and you can talk with us live. Eric and Michelle are always in the chat answering your questions. You can talk with me. I'll be able to see your comments there, and you guys can talk with each other. It is always a good time, and you'll be able to easily shop the products that we are talking about here today. And it is the last day, if you're watching live, Thursday, November 7th, it's the last day of our pre-Black Friday blowout, so that's exciting. I see, that's my tail. Okay, just making sure that my little frame stays straight here. Yeah, I like this bead color too. It's really pretty, this saffron seed bead color. It's a really nice orange for fall. Very striking. All right, we're halfway there. So we just are going to keep going. And then when we get to the end, we'll connect it to the first bead we added. So it's nice and continuous. And I'm really loving this bead bumper mat that I have. It has soft, like almost like a velour material, rounded edges, which for seed beading and bead weaving, I love. With some of my other trays, my thread as I'm pulling and weaving will get caught on the corners of the trays. If I'm using my Bead Buddy mat, I can get caught on like the little hinges of the tray. But with this, it's so wonderful. It doesn't get caught on those edges because they're a soft, rounded material. So really enjoying this craft bumper bead mat. It's really cool. Yay. Okay, I picked up the needle threader recently. Have you had any experience with it? I have such trouble threading the needle. Are you talking about the tulip needle threader? That's quite a nifty tool, and we do have a video for that on our YouTube channel, and you can find a video on the tulip YouTube channel too, which I think we do have linked on the product page for the needle threader as well. That is a really nifty tool if you struggle with threading your needle. And actually, when we went to Bead Fest, end of July, beginning of August, we had Tadashi from Tulip with us, and he actually demoed the needle threader there. So really great tool. So we do have videos on how to use that. All right, we're almost there. There we go. I hope it makes a difference. Yeah, it does make it easier. Just my tip for that tool is to go slow and be gentle. And you will have the best success when you go slow and be gentle with the tool. All right, we just need one more, I think. Yeah, we got room for one more there. And voila, we've got a nice little brick stitch frame around our round bead. So I'm going to come up through that last bead that I added. And then what I'm going to do here is come back down through that first bead we added. And then back up through the last bead. There we go. Looking good. Okay, so now we're going to add the Superduos. So I'm going to pick up a Superduo here. And then I've gone through the bottom hole. Immediately, I'm going to come through the top hole of the same Superduo. Yes, Tulip's video on the threader is on the product pages for both needle threaders. Perfect. So the video is on the page if you need further help. Then from here, we're going to pick up another Superduo and a seed bead, and then we're going to repeat that until we have 5 more Superduos on the thread. So I'm going to pick up a seed bead. I've got 2. That's 3 Superduos. A 4, oops, that one came right off. A 4th Superduo, and I'm using a short needle today, so I'm just going to pull all of these down. So we need 1 more Superduo. So I'm picking up a seed bead, picking up a Superduo. So there we go. And I'm going to lay this on my work surface so you can kind of see what I'm thinking here. So we've got the basis of our turkey feathers. So I'm going to pick up another Superduo here. And on our Turkey Day tutorial page, I do have step-by-step photos for this whole process. So after the show, search for Turkey Day and you can find that page and bookmark it, and you'll have step-by-step photos for if you want to recreate this. This video will be available after the fact too, so you can come back and rewatch. We've got it all for you. So I went through, I added that last Superduo and I went through the second stringing hole, kind of like we did at the beginning there. So I've got those framing the top half of my little round bead here. I'm going to bring my thread and needle through the corresponding seed bead in the brick stitch frame. For me, it's been the kind of like the 9th seed bead over from the start. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's pretty good there. So we're just coming through that seed bead on the frame there. Just like that. And then we're going to come up through the next seed bead over in the frame to the inside of this little turkey feather design that we've got going on. So we're going to come up through this one. So that next one over, just like that. So pull that tight. Then we're going to go through the bottom stringing hole of this first popped up Superduo here. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of like securing this first row a little better to the brick stitch frame that we've got here. So what we're going to do is we're coming out of that Superduo. I'm going to, similar to like the brick stitch technique, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to catch that thread bridge coming out between those next 2 seed beads over in the brick stitch frame. So that's going to secure our Superduo beads a little bit better to the brick stitch frame. So it's a little bit like brick stitching with Superduos. It's a little wonky, but easy once you get it. So I've got my thread under that thread bridge there. I'm going to go through this seed bead and Superduo, the next seed bead and Superduo over in our row of turkey feathers. And I'm going to do that all the way across. So I'm coming out of that Superduo and I'm going to bring my needle under that thread bridge, coming out between the next 2 seed beads in the brick stitch frame. And that just kind of strengthens and tightens everything up in that first turkey feather row. So we're going to go through that next seed bead and Superduo over. Errands this morning. Yay. Hi, Tina. Thank you for joining us. We're coming out of that next Superduo. I'm going to bring my needle down through that next thread bridge over in the brick stitch frame, pull tight, and it's all shaping up. And then we're going to go through the next seed bead and Superduo over. And then go under the next thread bridge in the brick stitch frame. And make sure your threads don't get tangled up with the tail. There we go. And we got one more to go. So we're going to go through the... Oh my gosh, my thread is not cooperating here. Come on. Trying to do it on camera while also trying to see. There we go. And then going through that last seed bead in Superduo. See how that just cinches it up nicely. And then we'll go under that next thread bridge. And there we go. And I'm going to come back up. We're going to go through that top stringing hole of that last Superduo, the one that's kind of more towards the bottom there. Then we're going to add a seed bead and another Superduo. So we're ready to kind of add another row here. And I apologize for my sniffly nose. Fine all week, but when I start leaning down to look at my tray and camera, that's when the sniffles come back. Okay, so we're going to go through. So we've added a seed bead and another Superduo. We're going to go through this top hole of the next Superduo in the previous row. Like that. So we're starting to create the tail feathers here. And then we're just going to add seed beads between all of these other Superduos between this previous row of Superduos. So this one is a really easy step. So we're just going to keep going like that. I really like this color of Superduos. It's like, it's almost a brown, but there's like a hint of like velvety red in there. Perfect turkey feather color of Superduo. It's like it was made to be turkey feathers, I think. And then we go like this. Hello, Carolyn. Good to see you. You do. I have a lot of practice. I've done this particular project like at least 5 or 6 times now. And you can do it. I believe in you. The more you do it, the easier it is. And I want to make it easy for you. So that's why we do demo videos like this. That's why we have step-by-step pictures. You can do it. I believe in you for sure. Okay, so we've added that last one. We're going to add another Superduo and a seed bead to the thread. And then we're going to go through that top hole of this bottom seed bead on this side. Just like that. Really cute. And then we're going to go back through the bottom holes of the Superduos and the seed beads in the first row to reinforce the row. So what we're going to do, we can just go back through all of these beads, kind of weave back through all the rows to reinforce the rows, but also get back into position for where we need it to be. So let's just do that right now. We're going to go back through all of these rows. Give it some strength, some durability. There we go. Yes, I think I was talking about that a little bit earlier and maybe got distracted while I was saying it. Today is the last day of the pre-Black Friday sale. If you are watching on Thursday, November 7th, up to 75% off store-wide. So that means everything I'm showing you here today is great deals, great prices. So really good time to shop. Go back through. So we've gone back through these. I'm going to go back through this one. Go back through that seed bead there. And then where do we need to be coming out of? We need to be coming out of this other side here. So let's go back through this row we just added. Reinforce, reinforce. That is like a very important keyword when you're bead weaving is reinforce. You always want to reinforce your rows for just extra stability, and it helps you get back into position and where you want to be. So we want to be coming out of that one there. All right, so we're back where we started this row. We're going to add another seed bead and hop on up to that top row there. And you might see this coming. We're going to add a Superduo. So I think this is our last row of turkey feathers that we're going to add. You could definitely keep going. I think changing up the colors, you could make this a really pretty like fanned out earring design where like it's facing this way and your ear wire's up here. So you could totally modify this to be not turkeys. I think it would be beautiful just as a Superduo design. So definitely different ways you could take that. That would be really fun. All right, and then we're going to add these Superduos here. And then we will add our loop at the top of the turkey feathers, and then we can add our face and feet to our turkey. I use the link from the text alert when there is a class. What medium am I on when I do that? You mentioned Facebook and YouTube. So the text alert should take you to our main platform on the ArtBeads website. It should take you to artbeads.com/live. And that's, since you're commenting, you'll be able to see comments, leave comments, interact with me live, and you'll be able to shop the show live. So you'll see the products pop up on the screen. You can hit or click those, add them to your cart, and then I won't go away. So after adding that last seed bead, you're coming out of the one from the previous row, you're going to add a seed bead and go back through that bottom stringing hole of the, what is going on here? Let's see what that's about. There we go. I think I fixed it. Yeah. The problem was my thread moved so far down my needle moved so far down the thread that it was creating a kind of a double strand there, but we fixed it. Okay, and then we're going to go back through that previous row to reinforce as we did before, and then that'll get us in position to add our seed bead loop at the top of the feathers. All right, so we are moving and grooving through this little turkey project. This one is so fun. I love it. Perfect project for when your turkey's cooking in the oven. You can just sit down and bead a little bit, kind of have a little relaxing Thanksgiving Day break through all of the hustle and bustle. You can get different Superduo colors and have fun experimenting with this turkey feather design, because I think different colors would be so fun to try. Or you can mix the colors like I did in my original project. Okay, so that's the center turkey feather. I'm coming out of there. I'm going to just hop up to the second stringing hole, and then I'm going to add a loop of about 12 seed beads. You could make this bigger or smaller depending on what you're attaching to, but 12 makes a nice loop. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. There we go. And then just to make that loop, you're just going to loop around the other side of that top stringing hole. And what do? We reinforce. So we're going to go back through that loop of seed beads to strengthen, and especially with loops, it really reinforces the shape of the loop. And you could do that several times if you wish. No one's stopping you from that. We love a good reinforcement. And there we go. And then back through the Superduo stringing hole. And there, see, it just makes that shape much better when you reinforce. So I'm going to come back down through here, and I'm going to weave my thread down to this brick stitch frame to the center here so we can add our head. So you're just going to follow the thread path here to make your way down that way. And sometimes I will hop like Superduo holes to achieve that. Nothing wrong with that. There we go. So we're making our way downtown to the brick stitch frame. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to go through this one. Go through these. And then we want to make it in the center. So this is a good one to come out. There's kind of like two of these beads in the center. So I'm going to go to one side here. I'm going to bring my thread through that one. And then we're going to add our 6mm seed bead. So I'm going to add that 6mm seed bead. I love this saturated pumpkin color. I've been using this a lot lately this fall. So if you like this color too, definitely get it. And then I'm going to add a seed bead for the little beak. Then we're going to skip over that seed bead, go back through the fire polished bead, and then we're coming out of this seed bead. I'm going to come up through this next seed bead, and that will really center that bead in the middle of our little turkey design here. There we go. Our turkey has a little face. So cute. And then from here, I'm going to just weave through this brick stitch frame to get to the bottom. And we will add more Superduos at the bottom for the little feet. And you could also use Super Unos for this because you don't need two holes for the feet. But since I have a whole tube or bag of Superduos, I'm going to use the Superduos. But if you don't want like extra holes, you could use a Super Uno for this in a matching color. Super cute. I might have to go back and reinforce the head a little bit more. I forgot my own rule of reinforcing. So I'm going to come all the way down here. And I think this is a good place to add the little feet. So I'm going to add that here. And then I'm going to come back through that one so it kind of goes off to the side. And you can kind of manipulate it like that. There we go. Go back through. We're going to reinforce. Toho versus Miyuki beads. So Miyuki Delicas are going to be a little bit different. I'm using Toho round seed beads. They're going to be a little bit more cylindrical than the Toho seed beads. Miyuki does make round seed beads, but they're known for their delica, their cylinder shape. So that is going to affect like how many seed beads are in your brick stitch frame and whatnot. But their sizing is similar. when you're talking about cylinder versus cylinder seed beads. If you're talking about round versus round, the sizing is similar too, but Miyuki definitely has more round, or no, more cylinder beads than round, more of those delicas. There we go, adding our second foot. Come back through that one. Ah, so cute. The little feet just make it, I think. There we go. We've got a little turkey. How cute is he? Oh my gosh. This pattern just makes me happy every single time I finish one. They're so cute. And then you can kind of like curve those forward if you want more like turkey feathers. Oh, they're just so cute. So from here, all you have to do is weave your thread back into the beads, give it a secure finish and trim. And then you're ready to put these turkeys on display. Give them a good home. Make them into wine charms. Use them as earrings, as I did here. So this is the example where I mixed in different Superduo colors, which I think is great. It gives it like almost like that corn that has like the multicolored kernels. That's what this reminds me of. But I actually really like the single color Superduo turkey feathers too. How about 15-0 Pico in the open hole on the foot bead? That would be really cute, Gail. Put like just little 3 15-0 seed beads there. Oh, that would be so cute. What a great idea. I say go for it. That would be so, so cute. And if you do, make sure to share with us in the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group. If you're not a member there yet, definitely join. So that's my cute little turkey project for today. And it doesn't take you very long. You can finish this in under an hour. And you just need a few different beads. I've got a tube of Superduos, a tube of seed beads, and I had a strand of fire polished 6mm beads and 8mm check glass round beads. And you can totally play with the colors like I did. There's so many different ways you can do this. Make cute little turkey wine charms for all your Thanksgiving guests. I think that would be so cute. The cutest. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, they turned out really, really cute. Some of my favorite earrings that I've ever made. Gobble gobble. They're just so cute. Yeah, I can show you how to secure the thread. So with seed bead weaving here, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back up through this brick stitch frame and reinforce this turkey head before I secure my thread. So let's do that and then I'll show you. Really, it's just what I'm doing here. Weaving back through all of the beads and making loops in those thread paths. That will really secure your thread because you've already gone through all of these beads several times. So when you go back through them, you're catching those threads and they're kind of like securing on themselves. You're kind of creating like this amazing like force of thread and beads that is very secure on its own. So you really don't have to knot it. Sometimes with looser weaves, this one is getting very tight. So I feel like just catching the thread going back through and reinforcing is enough to secure it. But sometimes with looser weaves, you're going to want to like knot between some of the beads as you reinforce. Actually, let me go back down through this bead and then we can reinforce that little turkey head. He's gobbling and he's wobbling. Okay, there we go. Back through the seed bead and then back down. There, so he's nice and secure. And then we can kind of go back through those seed beads and Superduos. So just going back through, looping through these thread paths several times is going to secure your thread. And I'm starting to feel like it's really like tight getting my needle and thread through there. It feels really tight and secure. So I'm actually probably good to just trim my thread at any time just by like reinforcing and looping back through all of these rows. So I feel pretty confident in doing that. So let's see here. Let's pull that tight. There we go. So I'm just going to cut that thread right there. It is very secure, very tight. And then you just do the same with the tail thread. So I'm going to attach my needle. Of course, this is what we are here to do, to teach you and help you learn all of the tricks of the trade. So yeah, so just looping back through the thread path until you feel like the thread is really tight, and that's going to give you all the security that you need. So I've got the tail, and I'm going to go through some of these beads here. My thread almost came off my needle. I hate when that happens. So just going back through, weaving through, and we can do like a nice little loop here with this tail. And the tail usually, like, I feel like the tail is usually pretty secure at this point because you've kind of threaded through everything. So that one feels, I'm going to actually cut it to the inside though, because I don't want the thread poking out of the outer edge of that brick stitch frame. You could cut it here, but then you would probably have a little bit of thread poking out. So I like to cut the threads to the inside of beads, so the thread isn't as noticeable. So let's do that. There we go. And there we have it. 2 little turkeys jumping on a bead mat. They're so cute, and you can kind of play around with that foot placement too. On this one, I made his feet a little wider apart. Here, they're a little closer. I kind of like it either way. It looks cute no matter what. So every turkey is a little special guy. So doesn't matter where you put his feet. So cute. I love that. So that's our little turkeys, our Superduo turkeys for Thanksgiving. Don't forget about Thanksgiving. I know there are Thanksgiving lovers out there. So if you love Thanksgiving and if you love the cute little turkey motifs for Thanksgiving, this is a great project for you. Again, I think these would be excellent wine charms. So I'm going to bring you back to my face. I can kind of model these earrings. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching today. That was a really fun project. It's got me excited for Thanksgiving. So let me know, what are your Thanksgiving plans? Are you going to be making some cute little turkey earrings? And they're so cute. I love them because they're turkeys, right? But like, you can't really tell from far away like too much that they're turkeys. But then when someone spots them, they're like, oh, those are the cutest. So just a cute little pop of turkey style for Thanksgiving. Oh, they're so cute. Let's put the other one on. Super cute. So yeah, so if you're watching at artbeads.com/live and you added things to your cart, definitely close out your cart, especially today is the last day of our pre-Black Friday blowout, so you will have some incredible deals on those items in your cart, so it's a good time to get them. And then you'll get them before Thanksgiving, and then you can make some cute little turkeys for your Thanksgiving style. So sweet. I love these little turkeys. And again, I think if you like forego the little turkey head and the little turkey feet and flip these upside down, these would be like cute little fan earrings, like this. Like, you could do anything with that. Oh, look how pretty that is. So totally, you could totally modify this to be non-Thanksgiving themed for all the other months of the year. So that's my little turkey project. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Tomorrow, Sarah will be live, and we have some awesome things for you next week. Some of us are going to be at the warehouse. Super excited. So I will be with Julie, Sarah, and Deb, and we're going to bring you some really fun stuff. You know, it's always a good time when we go there and dig through all the beads and find even more treasures to bring to you. And I have a feeling we're going to have some really fun shows for you guys next week. So it's going to be really fun. So make sure to bookmark that artbeads.com/live. Keep your eyes on the page. Sign up for our text alerts too. Those will always tell you when we're going live, so you can stay on top of it. So it's going to be really fun. So keep your eyes here. We have more fun coming for you. And like I said, this video will be available after the fact. You can rewatch, learn how to make those turkeys. We do have step-by-step photos on the project page. It's called the Turkey Day Earrings. If you want to search that on the Art Beads website, we do have those step-by-step photos for you. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you next week. Bye.